I just dyed my eyebrows and I tried to dye some fake freckles on, and I have absolutely no idea if A, it's worked, and B, it's safe for human skin. That's about as reckless as it's getting. Yeah. Girls, hello. I haven't vlogged this week. Today is Saturday. This video needs to go out tomorrow, which famously the day after Saturday is Sunday. I haven't vlogged one little bit, and there's a reason for that, okay? But we will get into that. I just thought, fuck it. Instead of trying to force myself to vlog the day of today, the day of today, shut the fuck up. But do you know what I mean? Like, I thought instead of trying to force myself to vlog when I'm doing absolutely sweet fuck all, I'll just film a makeup video. I genuinely thought I'll do that. Suck your mum. Sorry. I don't know. I feel like I've really lost my way. I don't even feel like I know what to say. I genuinely don't. I got this new jumper today. Whoop whoop. It's a sound of the fashion police. They've put me out on bail for buying such a lovely jumper because normally my fashion sense is arse. I was literally sat here today being like, maybe I should have been invited to Paris Fashion Week, and then I thought, no further questions, I shouldn't be invited. But if I ever got invited, I'd go, but they'd need a good decade to figure out what to do with this. What should be a human body is just an absolute hollow vessel filled with entirely Dr. Pepper. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, go. I haven't spoken to you all in a while, right? Okay, I'm gonna show you my everyday makeup today because I have lost all ability in thinking I can do my makeup because I do the same makeup every day, and even that I've just lost my way. I am a lost cause at the moment, girls. I've lost my way in doing my makeup. I cannot do my eyeliner in one try anymore, which is deeply upsetting to me, but I have nothing else, okay? I'm gonna lose my job. Speaking of which, I've got a new job. I have so much to tell you, and I haven't been vlogging because I wasn't gonna, you know what, I was gonna wait to get into it, but why not? Let's just start off with this, get out of the way. First of all though, eyebrows. The eyebrows haven't changed in about a year. I've been doing the same thing for about a year. Actually, liar. I changed it, mate. Okay, less than a year. But like, I've just been doing the same thing for a while. You know what? Every day is the same. Shut the fuck up, okay? I just use, normally, I would use a bit of this. A bit of the NYX. Where the fuck are you? A bit of the NYX Lift and Snatch, right? You know, underline, brush it up with one of these bad boys. This is disgusting. This would probably test positive for every virus and gonorrhea. And don't ask me how it would have got it, but it's just absolutely vile. Look at the state of that. That is just absolutely ridden. That is worse than the floor of a nightclub in Nottingham. But I don't think I'm gonna have to do that today because I've just dyed my eyebrows, girls. I've tinted them. And if there's one thing you should know about me is if I can cut out steps to make it less time, or more accurately so I can be even lazier than I already am, I will do that. That's why I've tinted my eyebrows. Seems like an extra step, but I'm actually just saving myself time in the makeup routine now. And I've realised, you know what, why use a brush that you have to go and wet in the bathroom when you can use a sponge? What? Other way around. Why use a sponge? Why use a sponge that you have to go and wet in the bathroom when you can just use a brush? So every day I'm trying to find new ways to do less, to be more lazy. Okay, anyway, let's see if this works. I'm just gonna brush them up with a bit of this. Glued. Got to be glued by, fucking hell. Got to be glued by Schwarzkopf. Let's see if this will work. I hope so. Anyway, girls, I haven't spoken to you in a while. Okay, let me tell you why. So, if you all remember, I don't know how you could forget, I am notoriously a Virgo, okay? It's now no longer Virgo season. We're in Libra territory. We've been in Libra territory for about a week. What sign are you, Leanne? I'm a Libra! You know what I mean? Notoriously, I am in fact a Virgo. So, if you didn't already know, my birthday was on the 11th. Come back to Pure Gym. Fuck off. No, I'm not. My birthday was on the 11th of September. Now, if you've watched any vlogs from around that sort of period or just before, you will know I was quite vocal, maybe a little bit too vocal, about the fact that my period was MIA. Not the hit singer, the phrase missing in action. I couldn't find her, I didn't know where she went, and I was starting to get a little bit short fused with it because I was thinking, this isn't funny anymore, this isn't a joke. Well, I can safely say, and I can't even say gladly announced, but that period never came. To give you a bit of context on this, my period comes like clockwork. Like, I'm talking Big Ben on New Year's Eve. You know when the clock strikes 12. I know when my period's coming because it's the same every month, right? This month, 5 days late, okay? I've done a bit of a botched job of these eyebrows because, oh my god, there's some really sparse points and I really did the end bit really badly. It looks so thick. Fucking chunky monkey, but what can you do? Basically, I never got that period, right? And on the day I tested positive for COVID, I tested positive for something else as well. And so this week I've been sort of dealing with that, if you will. And I've been okay, to be honest. Like, obviously I've bled quite a lot because that's gonna happen, and I also have had really bad cramping, but like the worst pain, just took some fucking codeine for it, has been my boobs. My boobs have been like in absolute fucking agony the last 2 days. I'm wearing a sports bra and I'm not blessed with small boobs, so they hurt all over. And I've just been having like quite a, I don't know, I guess it's just been quite traumatic because it is what it is, which is an awfully big thing for someone to go through. But the thing is, I just find comfort in the fact that like 1 in 3 women have to have a termination in their life. And it's something that happens, you know, like it's not like I did it on purpose, and it's not, you know, look at me, these eyebrows are not playing ball. You know, I'm very lucky that I live in a country where I got the healthcare for free, and I've been very supported through the whole process, but obviously it's still quite traumatic. And it's been one of these things where I'm like, it's like quite a grown-up thing to do. Like, I'm 22, right? And it's taught me a lot, especially about myself, because I think for a while I was like, you know, thought that I knew exactly how I wanted my life to go and like when I wanted to do certain things, and now I've realised I am not ready for any of it at all. And obviously, like, I share my life online, and I was never scared about like telling people or people's reactions, because it's my choice the same way like it's anybody else's choice to do what they want. You know, a woman's body is her choice and her rights, no one else's. But it's more so that like it's happened, and I think I was just really like scared to like have had that happen, if that makes sense. I don't think that makes sense, but essentially I missed my period and I've been dealing with that this week, and I feel okay. Like I said, I feel fine. I was very early on, like the first few weeks, so it's not really had too much of an impact on me. Obviously, like mentally it has, and I am in dire need of a therapy session because so much has been going on. Like, this has happened, I handed in my notice at work, which is just another thing to deal with, which has been causing me so much anxiety and stress, because leaving a job is awful, starting a new job is awful, and I'm starting a new job in a few weeks, and I'm just, like I said, just nervous. Like, I just so full of anxiety, because if it's not one thing, it's another, and it doesn't feel like there's ever been like a sort of break in it all, you know what I mean? I don't know, just been a lot, you know what I mean? I'm just gonna do my eyeliner and then I'll be back, but I'm using the NYX, what the fuck, the NYX Epic Ink Liner. Rock on. Girls, I've done me eyeliner, okay? I don't know if it's even, but I don't really mind because I'm not actually going anywhere, because as I said, I've been home all week. And obviously I've been bleeding quite a lot, but for the first 48 hours, I don't know, I've heard like varied things about when you get, you know, a termination, but I feel like I seem quite nonchalant, but that's because obviously when I found out, I cried quite a lot, and now I just feel like I'm so used to like talking about it, obviously like with my friends, my parents, whatever. Obviously now I'm like more used to talking about it because I've had to like speak to people, and I found out on the 12th of September, and then I went on holiday for a week, and then I got back from holiday last week, and I've sort of had to deal with everything this week. So I've had like quite a few weeks of like knowing what's coming and having to talk to various people. So it's not because like I don't care or because I don't think it's a big deal, it's just because, you know, I've tried to just like come to terms with what's happening, because, you know, for a while I was like, this can't be real life, but I think that just like wore off after like 2 seconds when I realised like I need to sort something out, like whatever, you know what I mean? It's difficult, but, and I was so keen to talk about it on here because this is like the first place I go to when I want to talk about something, but obviously it's such a huge thing and it doesn't just impact me, it impacts other people as well. I wanted to have like everything sorted and like my mind sorted a bit before I started like fucking yapping on about things, because everything just felt very up in the air. And then obviously, like I said, I got a new job, because there's nothing wrong with the job I have now, but it's quite far away. Not far away, it's 20 minutes away with no traffic. And in the school holidays that was fine, but with school traffic it took me almost an hour to get there the other day. So I spent so much money on petrol, and I don't know, I felt like a change was needed. And I was speaking, funnily enough, I was speaking to my therapist about this before all of this happened, like a week or two before my birthday. I was like, oh, I feel like I really need a change because everything feels quite repetitive in my life at the moment. Oh, sorry, did not tell you what I was using. I used the Collection Filter Finish. I use quite a lot of it to try and like make it a foundation, or like a sheer, I don't know. I just use this. I haven't used foundation in ages, but mainly because I can't find one that I like. I don't even know what I'm looking for. That probably doesn't help. And then I use the W7 HT We've Got It Covered concealer and the Revolution IRL in real life filter finish. Again, I don't know if these work properly. I quite like these. I don't really know. I just feel like once I find something, I just sort of stick to it until I feel the need to move on. Do you know what I mean? I'm not very technical with it, girls. I can't believe I used to be in my little beauty guru bag. I'm very much not anymore. I just sort of do the same shit every day and hope for the best, and then when it doesn't look good, that's when the tears start streaming. But yeah, before my birthday I had a therapy session, and I was just saying that like it was when my favourite customer at work died. I was like, it felt like that was a good time to sort of move on, start something new and closer to home. Mash! I can always tell it's him by his paws. He's a little plodder. Mashy! My room is so dirty because obviously I've been just in bed for the past like 4 days. But now I can wear tampons, I can start like moving about more freely because I hate wearing pads. It just feels like wearing a nappy. But I couldn't wear tampons for the first few days, but now like I'm still bleeding quite a lot and I'm just getting through tampons so quickly. So even when I am walking around, I can just feel like my vagina rejecting the tampon because there's just so much substance. Anyway, yeah, I was speaking to my therapist and I was basically, I think I was crying. I was just like, I feel like life is quite repetitive and I don't really know what I'm doing. And obviously I said to her like, this is what I want to do. I say this all the time. This is like the end goal. But obviously I need to make money in the meantime. And so I was speaking to her about change, but then it just felt like so much was happening because obviously everything that was happening with my body, and then I was going on holiday and it was my birthday and my hormones were all over the place, and then I had to think about leaving my current job, which I still have a few weeks there because I have to work my notice period, but like that just like everything just started adding up and getting on top of me, and I'm so sensitive. I feel so much and I'm so easily overwhelmed, so it was really like, oh, it was getting too much for me. And like my sleep was so disrupted, which not a big fan of that. I quite like fucking beauty sleep because I can escape the reality of what's going on in this bloody insane asylum. Do you know what I mean? So every time I was like trying to like talk myself through one thing, being like, it's okay to be nervous about starting a new job because you did the trial and they said you were really good and everything will be fine, and I'm sure you will like the job and I'm sure the people there are really nice. And as soon as I talked myself through that, I was then worrying myself about what was going on with my body, and I was worrying about how much I was bleeding and the pain and the cramps, and everything just felt so much. And it hasn't helped that I haven't had a therapy session in a while, because the last one I was gonna have was on the day that I found out, well, the day that I got 2 positive tests, and I was like, oh, need to cancel because I've got COVID and other things to fucking try and sort out. So then, yeah. And then I was on holiday and I just felt like shit. Like, it was a really nice holiday. I went away with my boyfriend and every day I had a headache. Every day. And I don't just get a little headache. I get a big headache. Like, I get a migraine. So every day I was going to bed at like 9. And I felt so bad because like this was our first holiday together, but obviously he understood because we were both dealing with what was going on, and you know, which, you know, it was just a lot. And I think I was just so worrisome, and I was just worrying so much, and sometimes I don't even know what I was worrying about because I knew everything would be alright and I would tell myself everything was going to be alright, but then I just would go back to worrying again. Poor Michael, I feel so bad for him. It must be like being a full-time carer, being my boyfriend. Yeah, sorry, because, well, it fucking says a lot. He's the only one that wants to do it, isn't he? But I don't know, I was just really, really struggling, basically. And I feel like I'm a bit better now because I'm trying to, like, sort myself out a bit. Plus, like, I've scheduled a... actually, I haven't scheduled one, but I've messaged my therapist to schedule a session next week to try and like sort out the brain box and try and talk to someone, because to be fair, every single time I have a therapy session, I love my therapist, but every single time I have a therapy session, I feel so much better when I walk out of it. Like, all my problems and all my worries feel a lot more manageable. Obviously I haven't seen her in a few weeks because I've been absolutely chock-a-block, babe, so all been going on, baby dolls, and I'm actually feel like I need a bit of a vacay. I've only just got back from one. I feel like I need another, because I just feel like everything's been going on. And because of all of this, I'm spending money like there's no tomorrow, because every day I just feel like, you poor girl, you need a little treat. This was a little treat. You know what I mean? Every day is another reason for a little treat. But, you know, what can you do? Nothing. You literally can't do anything. And I'm sure in like the next month, when everything's settled down and like I've started my new job and I'm just working that one, and all of this, all of that has sorted itself out and like mellowed down a bit, I'll be fine. But for now, whilst everything's up in the air, I just feel all over the place, and I've just been so bloody eager to tell you about it. Hello?
It's me. Hi. I'm the problem, it's me.
Okay, so we've got Taylor Swift in the house.
Shake it off. Shake it off.
Bloody hell. This woman is psychotic, right? Earlier, went upstairs, I'm going, Mum, Mum. I thought she was in her sewing room because she's bloody sewing away, you know, seamstress. And I thought, oh, she does this all the time. She hides from the dogs to scare them, because obviously they're fools, but so am I. Because I looked behind the door and I thought, she's not behind there. She's hidden underneath her ironing board at the corner of her bed and bloody blended in, because she was in a light pink. And then she found it hilarious.
Lavender, hey.
I thought you didn't like Taylor Swift. Yeah, so I think you do like her, baby doll. I feel like that's all I have to tell you about. It's October 20. That's something I can't wrap my head around. The fact that this year is essentially done. Like, this time last year, me and Michael just started seeing each other, because if you're not aware, I have a boyfriend. Shocker. But we've been together a month today, right? Nutty. He's 23, I'm 22. Another reason why said positive test was never going to work. I'm a child. I'm just a girl. I can't have a child of my own yet.
And my daddy said, keep away from Juliet.
What?
Golden, golden, golden.
As I open my eyes. It was Banjo's 4th birthday the other day. He's a Libra, 27th of September. Me and Michael have been together a month today, but our official, well, no, here's the thing. Fun fact, actually really sad fact. We took a 2.5 month interval, which is what I'm calling it. I'm not calling it a breakup, I'm calling it an interval, where we weren't together. Which, I have to say, right, I used to be biggest, fattest hater on people that got back with their exes. Now, I'm not talking about people that got back with their exes who like cheated on them or were really mean to them, because I'm still a hater on that. Why would you do that to yourself? But if like you just broke up because it wasn't right and then you got back together when the time was right and that you felt it was going to work, fucking good on you. And I used to be like, oh well, if you broke up there was a reason for it. Shut your mouth. Can you practice what you preach? Can you turn the other cheek? No, because I didn't practice what I preached. What? And now I'm back with my boyfriend.
Just stop your crying, it's the sign of the time.
No. So if we hadn't had that interval, it would be our 1-year anniversary on the 17th of October, which is in like 2 weeks time. Well, just over 2 weeks time. Girl math. But where was I going with that? I don't know. Oh, fuck, I haven't told you anything I've used. Sorry, this is why I couldn't be a makeup artist. Well, not even that. I guess I could be a makeup artist, but I couldn't be a bloody beauty guru. I'm not telling you niche. Okay, powder, Rimmel Stay Matte. Bronzer, MAC, Give Me Sun. Blush, Benefit, Rocketeer. Highlighter, Sleek. Highlight palette that I've had since prom in year 11, which was 5 years ago. Who fucking cares? You know what I mean? All these expiry dates. You know that trend that was like only using makeup products that are out of date? Shut the fuck up. Who cares? They don't matter. Doesn't matter. This is 5 years old. Still works good as new, babe. And why would I buy a new one? This should only be owned for a year. 5 years I've had this. Shut up. And you know what? When there's mould growing from it, then I'll stop using it. For now, shut your beak. I'm still using it. Anyway, vintage. I'm asking. No! I was going to say, if that lady who I've inquired about a jacket to has just sold it before answering my question, I'm going to be fuming. Because I'm trying to buy a leopard print jacket, right? I cannot find one that I like and that I think the arm length will be long enough. I've got really long arms. Sorry, that sounds like BS, but it's not. Anyway, normally I do a bit of tight lining on the waterline with this Collection eyeliner, eye definer if you will, and you will. Oh my god, I was gonna vomit, but I don't want to today, so I'm not gonna. But normally I would, and I would also normally add a couple dots under the eyebrow and above the eyeliner with the NYX eyeliner, but again, can't be arsed. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not doing it for these fuckers, am I? No. Anyway, last step, mascara. Girls, I bet you're enthralled and exhilarated with this bloody fucking corker of a makeup tutorial. Use this Maybelline Lash Sensational. This is the first one I bought after I got my eyelash extensions taken off, which was almost a year ago, so this is most definitely out of date. Do I care? No, but I probably do need a new one. I'm not gonna buy one though. And you know what, the other day I was thinking maybe I should get my eyelash extensions back, but then I see myself with winged eyeliner. Winged eyeliner I think is like my signature thing with my makeup. No matter how many times I think, oh, you know, just do a bit of mascara, try a bit of eyeshadow, I always go back to the winged eyeliner. And I would say it's like a toxic ex, but it's not toxic because it's so good for me. I love a bit of winged liner. So that's the thing that stops me from getting my eyelash extensions back, because as much as I love my eyelash extensions because they're so easy, right? If Kalana sends me one more reminder, a quick payment's coming up, I'm gonna knock your fucking back doors in. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, love Kalana. Please don't take it off me. I'm actually addicted to that. Anyway, obviously you shouldn't really wear eye makeup when you have eyelash extensions. I guess you technically can because you can literally do anything you want, but you shouldn't. And it's not very good for them because then when you have to take the makeup off, like you're getting it on your eyelash extensions, and it fucks them up. And I love eyelash extensions. I love how they look. I love how voluminous they are. A Russian mega lash, bussin'. But I love my winged eyeliner, and also I guess saving money. Not that I know how to do that. Anyway, genuine question: what is people's appeal to getting married in the winter? I couldn't get married in the winter. I'd want to get married in the summer. But then again, you have no guarantee in the summer that it's going to be sunny. So I guess with the winter, like, well, no, I genuinely, sorry, I don't know what I'm talking about, but I just can't imagine wanting to get married in the winter. And again, so many things change over time. So what do I know? You know what I mean? Almost done. This is great. I haven't worn makeup in days and I feel absolutely 10 times better for it. I know that's, I was going to say, I know that's really bad. Who fucking cares if it's bad or not? You know what I mean? I'm not going to stop wearing makeup now just because I'm conscious that it's bad, that I feel so much better wearing it, because, hello, I feel so much better wearing it. You know what I mean? I'm just going to, I lied. I am going to tight line my upper lash line because there's a bit of a gap and I don't want to mind the gap. I want to get rid of the fucking gap. This is the makeup I do pretty much every day, unless I don't have time. And if I don't have time, if I'm just going to work, I will wear this mascara. But if I don't have time anywhere else, I'll just be late and I'll do this. I'm chronically late. It's the worst habit. I'd say my spending habit's worse, but I should probably work on I should probably work on stopping being so late, because I'm always late. It's not something to be proud of. But I just feel like, you know, when like your time management's so bad, you just become known for it. I feel like that's me. Kind of my tagline. I don't know though. Weird. Anyway, I need to tidy my room. But I kind of have a feeling I'm not going to do it today because I'm so lazy. I'll probably just do it tomorrow. Funny that. That's my makeup done, I'm pretty sure. I didn't put fake freckles on. Normally I put fake freckles on with this little Kiko eyebrow pen. I'm just going to do a couple just to demonstrate. Like I said, I'm not going anywhere. Who fucking cares? But yeah, that's what's been going on with me. Lol. Who saw that come in? Was that on your 2023 bingo card? You know what, girls? It's so important to talk about it because the thing is, I was so scared for a while, being like, oh, I don't know what to say. Like, it's so big and so scary. But it doesn't have to be this big scary thing. It just has to be this thing. And you know what? I can learn my lesson now, haven't I? Not that it's a lesson that you need to learn by having a fucking termination, but obviously just a bit careless, just a bit reckless. And, you know, the chances of this happening are very low. Majority of the time, I'm pretty sure. Don't take it from me though. I know nothing. But I'm pretty sure the chances of getting preggers that quickly is very low, because trust me, it was that quickly. At least I know I'm fertile, I guess. I don't know, see the silver linings, you know. I used to be so scared I was infertile. I quite obviously am not. I guess in a weird way it sort of brought my relationship together, because you've really got to be there for the other person. I know that it must be so fucking scary and daunting, it happening, and then not having that person there to help you through it. You know, I've had scares in the past, and the person that it's with is not like my boyfriend. It's been like a one-night stand or like a fucking hookup or whatever. And now that I know what it's like to go through it with the person, I can't imagine how scary it is without them. So, you know, it's brought my relationship together in a way, and I don't know, just taught me a lot about myself. Resilience, strength, when I want to have children, nowhere near soon. I don't know, it's just, I guess it's just, I don't know, I guess it just taught me a lot. I feel like I'm okay. Go as far to say 1,000%. I would go as far to say an infinite percent of me is sure that I need a therapy session. But I'm okay. I just felt like I needed to catch up with you all. I didn't vlog when I was on holiday. I do apologise, but it's just because I filmed like a little cute Insta video. And sorry, I'm trying to get this fucking tag out. I filmed a really cute Instagram. Oh my god, get out of here. I filmed a really sweet video on like a little camera that's about 1,000 years old. So it was quite like rustic looking. It was quite nice. But that's on my Instagram if you want to watch it. I couldn't post it on YouTube because I used a copyrighted song, and they would spank my ass for posting that on YouTube. I also filmed a haul of what I got on holiday because I spent some money. Who saw that coming? Everyone raises their hand. Post that on TikTok. I'd show you on YouTube, but I don't know where half of it is. My room is a mess. What did you expect from Maisie FL? Nothing more, nothing less. But yeah, that's what's been going on. It was nice to speak to you all face to face instead of all over the place like it is normally in these bloody vlogs. But yeah, nice to get that all off my chest, you know. No secrets now. I can't think of one thing that you don't know about me. That's kind of scary, but also lovely. Also, if you haven't noticed, I have a new banner on YouTube. I love it. But yeah, that's about it, girls. See you next week for scheduled programming, hopefully. Who knows what could happen in the next week. God, my life seems to be changing every fucking 30 seconds at this point. And if I could have one thing to say, wear protection.
Bye.